Coming up on Trending Today, we'll head to the Lone Star State and introduce you to a company and an invention that is revolutionizing the food industry. We'll meet a company that has taken quality and technology to the next level. And we'll head down to South Florida and learn about a college that is producing some of the world's greatest chefs. It's all coming your way next on Trending Today.
Hi everyone, I'm Miranda Khan, and welcome to Trending Today, the show that profiles some of the most innovative and cutting-edge companies and products in the world. We're coming to you from Off the Hookah in West Palm Beach, Florida, one of the trendiest spots in the country. And it's a perfect place for our show. And the next half hour will concentrate on the culinary industry, from innovators and innovations that are making our lives easier and tastier, to a school that is teaching the next generation of world-class chefs. We start in Dallas, Texas. They say everything is bigger in Texas, but sometimes bigger isn't always better. At Ovention, they've created a new oven that is truly a game changer. In fact, their invention has been honored industry-wide.
Back in February 2013, the National Restaurant Association Kitchen Innovations Awards were announced, and the Ovention Matchbox was one of those awards.
The thing that makes the KI Award important to us particularly is to go from idea to product to launch into the marketplace so quickly strains the concept of credibility. When the KI Award comes in, it's an independent body saying, yeah, this is the real deal.
The way credibility is developed is primarily through this panel of 9 judges. They have 6 criteria, very specific, and they take all the candidates and lay them against those 6 criteria, and then they select those that are most significant and will have the most benefit. The Matchbox was unanimous. I mean, it was phenomenal. They looked at all the features and they recognized this is a whole new platform. So this is a major event for the industry in the world of ovens.
Ovention is a company that wants to innovate and is able to innovate and solve the customer's issues.
The question is, what would I want if I were a food service operator? I would want to be able to cook every product that my customer wants to the highest possible quality, quickly, using low labor and not taking much energy. So we set out to create an oven that did that. The Matchbox oven is a simple, easy to operate, cooks any product on your menu quickly to high quality standards using very little labor.
One person can prep all the food and cook the food in the Ovention ovens. You don't have to have a person running the equipment at all times. They can be doing other things. So you're saving time and money that way. We also save you time and money by serving the product faster, so you're able to serve more customers throughout your lunch or dinner period.
The very first prospective customer that came through our door saw the Ovention Matchbox and said, I'm going to change my entire food service operation around this oven. When I heard him say that, I knew we had hit our mark.
It's amazing when we do a demo for a customer and within 15 minutes we've served a whole meal for multiple people, and they're just amazed at how good the quality is because every item gets to cook in its own time and temperature, and it's cooked correctly each time.
So what we're doing is we're putting in a 16-inch raw dough pizza, and it's going to take 2.5 minutes to cook. While that's cooking, I'm going to take these vegetables here and we're going to get them ready to go. So we're going to just take them on here, toss them onto our pan, spread them out nice and even. Now we're going to queue those up on this side and hit vegetables.
One press of the touch screen allows you to start cooking, whether it's a pizza or a panini or grilled vegetables or raw shrimp. It's the same process.
While those vegetables and the pizza are getting ready to go into the oven there, what we'll do is we'll take our shrimp, this is a fresh shrimp, and they'll be ready to go when the pizza comes out.
They just can't believe that they could have high quality pizza followed by a panini, followed by cookies, and then be able to serve a grilled chicken sandwich, all out of one piece of equipment. They just can't believe that can happen.
So as you can see, the vegetables are getting ready to come out. They take 2.5 minutes to cook, and then the shrimp will go in automatically. The shrimp is also going to take about 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
My goal is always to get them in front of an active oven and cooking food for them and just showing them how much food we can get out in a short amount of time, how high the quality is of the food coming out, and just show them how quiet the oven is, what the energy efficiency is, and so forth, because once they see that, they get it.
So here we are standing in the Ovention kitchen, and in under 15 minutes we have created all these products, from pizza to shrimp to vegetables to cookies, literally in under 15 minutes.
You can find Ovention ovens throughout the country, coast to coast, in supermarkets, convenience stores, casual dining, sandwich shops, restaurants, large and small companies.
I'm Tim. I'm a food service director with Aramark. We're standing in my cafe, which is a cafe for the headquarter building for a Fortune 500 company. We feed about 550 people a day. We do about $750,000 a year in total sales. We had a conveyor oven. It took about 5 minutes for a pizza to go through, and that was fine. The problem was the pizzas behind it were backing up. So we kept talking about other ways, and then my boss knew somebody from Ovention. Conversation got started, and we decided to try it. So we had one of the early models here, and it's been a game changer in a lot of different ways. When you go from cooking a pizza in 5.5 minutes to 90 seconds, it's a whole new game. The other thing that's really important about this oven to know is it doesn't require a hood. Over most cooking equipment, you require a hood. Kitchen operators will know. Their eyes have lit up when I have said that. So that's something that's absolutely invaluable, because you just don't go put a new hood in an old building.
All of the Ovention ovens are certified ventless. They do not require a hood to extract the heat or the grease. It makes it great because you can put the oven really anywhere. It can be a front of house application, it can be sort of squeezed in where you may not have a hood, and hoods are very costly.
There's been side things to it too. It's not as hot back there. It's not as loud back there. There's just been so much to it that's been great for us, and my employees like it too.
So the operator's major issue today is having fast food but are very high quality. And the Ovention oven is able to do both of those things while also saving energy, saving footprint. They can go into a very small area and cook a broad menu. And it also is very quiet. You can have it front of house. So it's solving a lot of operator issues that traditional food service equipment hasn't done thus far.
I think it is a definite game changer for kitchens. I've been in the business for 25 years, and I wish I would have had this oven 25 years ago. The technology is great, the simplification and the ease of using it is phenomenal.
Not only do we get a faster cook and we get the pie in the customer's hands quicker, but we get the next one in, and we get the next one in.
The food service industry is America. It's the second largest employer besides the government. Our job is to bring America the products that they want. We think the Ovention platform does that.
We're here at Off the Hookah, one of the hottest clubs and restaurants in the country. And next up is executive chef Shashank Agte. He's cooked for former President George Bush Sr. and Barbara Bush and many other celebrities. He's known for fusing the flavors of his native India with classic American style. And he's gonna show us how to cook a sea bass like you've never seen before.
Hi, I'm from India. My specialty is Indian food, mixing Indian with American cuisine. And today I'm going to walk you through a sea bass. We start with a lightly dusted sea bass with flour and a fusion of tandoori spice on top. You make the pan really hot with olive oil. As soon as it starts wisping, you sear it on one side, about 45 seconds, turn it quickly around on the other side. Make sure it's got a nice sear and a crust. Throw away the excess olive oil, put some whole butter, little white wine, and salt and pepper, and put it in the oven for about 3 or 4 minutes. Take it out of the oven, put the macadamia crust on top, put it back in the oven, make sure it's nice and brown, and about 4 minutes, the dish is ready. The best thing about sea bass is it's incredibly easy to cook fish. It carries any flavor that you can infuse on it, and the finished product is incredible.
Next up is the story of Lancer Corporation, known for next-generation beverage dispensers. If you served yourself a fountain drink over the years, chances are you've used a Lancer product. But in 2014, they've taken it to the next level. Let's head to San Antonio, Texas, and meet the people at Lancer Corporation.
When you think of San Antonio, you might remember the Alamo, or maybe a river in the heart of downtown. But for some people, the city reminds them of this, and this, and this. That's because 15 minutes east of San Antonio is a company called Lancer. And even though you probably haven't heard of them, there's a very good chance you've been using their equipment for years.
Lancer has equipment in over 130 countries around the world. We have it in top convenience stores, we have it in restaurants, we have it in theaters.
This is the story of a company known for pouring solutions into the beverage industry. A company that mixes innovation with simplicity and sets the standard for quality beverage equipment. This is Lancer.
Thank you for calling Lancer.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon at Lancer headquarters. Customer service reps are busy taking orders from customers all over the world.
We have 8 different divisions around the world, companies in Australia, New Zealand, in Europe, in Mexico, and here in the US.
Downstairs, the factory floor is buzzing, working hard to fill the rest of the day's demand.
I think one of the things that sets us apart from our competition is our people.
There's very tight collaboration between sales and operations and understanding what the monthly, daily demands are through our factories so that we make sure that every day we're making the right equipment to support the market's needs.
Operations are currently at some of their most efficient ever, thanks to a recent initiative that's helped transform the company into a 21st century business model.
About 2006, we started our lean journey. So we are incorporating a methodology called lean manufacturing. Lean is really, it's a journey of continuous improvement and waste elimination. So most of it is about creating the right culture where your people understand your strategic vision in the company.
One of the first priorities of lean is customer satisfaction. So we have to have that as our basis, right? So once you satisfy the customer, then you look for ways to reduce the waste that you have inherent in your processes, both from manufacturing to administration to any process really.
And what that means for us is a higher level of productivity, higher levels of safety within our plants, and of course a very high level of quality in our products.
Another reason to go lean, it helps the company stay green.
In our facilities, you'll see, like in this room, we've recycled all the water. All the water we use in our testing is captured. It's treated before it's disposed of. If we can reuse it, we do.
We're using green products in our foaming processes and the like. We're implementing programs within our company itself as far as green lighting initiatives.
When you look at a piece of Lancer equipment, it's 80 to 90% made in our plants. So we have our own sheet metal, our own electronics assembly, as well as plastics injection molding.
Safe for the environment and the consumer.
This is the engineering test lab. In this facility, we validate every part of our equipment. The customers, of course, are very conscious about the quality of the drinks that come out of our dispensers, so we'll test every aspect. We do reliability testing, where if you actuate a valve over and over and over, will it keep performing? If we've changed a material, if we've changed anything like that, we want to make sure that there's going to be no impact to the customer, the reliability, the performance, the warranty of the equipment. We make sure everything's done.
Many of these customers you may already be familiar with.
7-Eleven started in 1927. Currently we have 8,000 locations in the United States. We have over 50,000 locations across 16 countries.
Dairy Queen's been around in Texas for 67 years. There's about 600 stores in Texas, and then there's I think about 6,000 stores around the world.
Lancer has a great reputation for serving a high quality fountain beverage, and that fits exactly what we're looking for at 7-Eleven and with the Big Gold brand.
My experience with Lancer has been good from the beginning. We have very little maintenance on the machines, and then most importantly to us is Lancer has made a Coke machine that will allow us to dispense what we call nugget ice or a chewable ice. We found that's been very important to customers.
The quality of the equipment is certainly one of the best in class, and the number of flavors that their machines are able to offer is a big selling point for us, and in addition to that, our guests.
Lancer doesn't stop there. They also provide state-of-the-art technology from machines that lets users customize drinks and equipment that satisfies even the world's most refined beer drinker.
Lancer's been known as an innovator in the industry, and we brought the bag-and-box to the carbonated soft drink industry, and we continue to bring a number of products and innovations to our industry.
The bag-and-box, commonly called BIB, is a cost-effective, eco-friendly, and fresh way to get fountain into the market, which has revolutionized the way soft drinks are delivered to customers. It would take this many drinks in a bottle to equal just one BIB.
Another byproduct is that it's fresh. Instead of having a bottle that's been sitting on a shelf for months and sometimes longer, you're mixing it right there, fresh.
To this day, fresh ideas continue to pour out of Lancer's top minds.
My name is George Hernandez. I'm an innovation engineer in the innovation group. The Touchpoint is one of our newest innovations. We incorporated a touch screen, a graphical user interface, some video advertising, nice aesthetic looking machine, some controls inside that can monitor dispenses and how often the machine, or how much volume the machine is dispensing. And we kind of just put all that into one single unit.
The result, a cutting-edge beverage dispenser that lets users choose up to 12 different drink brands with up to 4 bonus shots, pouring more than 130 possible drink combinations. Touchpoint increases the customer's engagement while revolutionizing the way sellers respond to and monitor customer demand. Simply put, this is the beverage dispenser for today's beverage business.
One of the biggest things out there were touch screens with iPads and just tablets in general with mobile devices. So we knew we wanted to incorporate that type of dynamic user experience within our system. Another thing was we wanted to give it that look and feel of something that stands out, more modern, that goes with the landscape of stores out there today.
And the Touchpoint's innovation isn't going unnoticed, recently winning the CSP Retailer's Choice Award for Best New Product. But Lancer is also making a big splash in the beer industry.
Around the world, the best beers are what they dispense on tap. We have an operation in Australia. We're also doing a lot of sales in the UK and Ireland, and you'll notice the common denominator. Those are all big beer drinking countries, and we do very, very well in those countries. So we figured that it was logical just to bring it to the US.
Our systems are very good from the standpoint of quality draft beer. From this issue of temperature, from the issue of carbonation, from the issue of line cleanliness, and the issue of waste reduction.
Now you're seeing all the craft breweries, you're seeing all the craft beers being dispensed, you're seeing high-end beers being dispensed on draft, and the American connoisseurs are starting to really embrace the idea of draft beer, and it's becoming more and more popular. You'll see it more and more throughout every city.
Whether you're looking to beat the heat, quench your thirst, or just enjoy a cold one, since 1967, Lancer's been there, ready to pour you that drink, and the company is showing no signs of slowing down.
In the next few years, I see Lancer continuing to bring innovation to the industry, to grow globally, and to provide products to the customer for their healthy lifestyles.
The good thing about this kind of company is that you never stop. So as far as improvements, we continuously look for them. There's never a day where we say we're done over certain improvements. We're done up to that point, but then from there we start a new journey, and start going, how can we improve it even from there?
But in the end, it's about dispensing solutions. Solutions that pour more
profits,
pour more beverages, pour more variety.
For us, it's pour more of whatever the customer wants.
Pour more excitement, pour more fun.
Pour more refreshment to our customers, pour more satisfaction.
Lancer, pouring more.
Next up, we're going to show you how to make a refreshing cocktail for those hot summer nights. Off the Hookah bartender Rob Husted has been honored for his work all over the country. In fact, you might even remember him from the Jimmy Buffett Alan Jackson video. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Rob, what do you got for us?
Hey, my name's Rob Husted, head bartender here at Off the Hookah. And what's trending today are cocktails with bold flavors. Today I'm going to teach you the secrets behind one of our signature cocktails, the Smoked Apple Sidecar. It's a great cocktail for you to enjoy at home and also for your friends at a party. It'll impress them and you'll look good. let's get into it. To make this cocktail at home, don't worry about it. Whether you got great bar tools at home or not, we're gonna teach you how to do it at home. Start off with a mason jar, open up the lid, and you're gonna use 1 ounce of Hakushu Japanese whiskey. What I do recommend is when you go out and buy the liquor from the liquor store, get the jigger. Spend about $2, it'll do all the math for you. We're gonna add 1 ounce of this. Since we're at Off the Hookah, I'm gonna make it for you the way I would make it for you here. So we'll start off with Hakushu Japanese whiskey, 1 ounce of this, with a little bit of flair. Put that right in there. Next, same amount of liquor, 1 ounce of Marie Bizard Apres liqueur, and that's basically just an apricot liqueur. Next, we're gonna use finest call bar syrup, which is basically just sugar water, and I'm gonna jigger pour this using 1 ounce as well. So right now we got 1 ounce of everything we used so far. And then finest call premium sour, we're gonna add 2 ounces of this. Now from here, if you're making this at home, you're pretty much done. You can add ice, don't add ice, it's up to you. For this cocktail, I prefer not to add ice, but we're at Hookah. We're gonna show you how we kick it up a notch here. We're gonna use a Polysign smoking gun, which you can get online or pretty much any specialty food store for about $100. We're gonna take this, turn it on, and inside here we have one of our non-tobacco hookahs with some smoking hickory chips as well. You're gonna light this up. What this is gonna do, it's gonna create smoke. You really infuse that flavor in here. So how we do with this is pop that right in there, click that, and if you start to see, you're gonna start to see the smoke billowing inside the mason jar. Take that, pop that on, get a nice shake. And from here, you're good to go. Right in your glass. And we're gonna garnish that with a fresh apple slice. And that is the smoked apple sidecar.
We've introduced you to two of the most innovative food and beverage service companies in the world. But who puts these great products to use? That's where Johnson & Wales University comes in. They're celebrating their centennial this year, and with campuses across the country, they've taken higher education in the food industry to a whole new level. Let's head to Miami, Florida, and Johnson & Wales University.
Ever wonder if culinary art school might be kind of like a high school cooking class from back in the 1960s? This isn't your grandma's home ec class. With spotless state-of-the-art cooking labs and cutting-edge technology, a student at Johnson & Wales will get an incredible hands-on experience.
Here at the Miami campus, I have 17 different labs, and as you tour around the campus, you'll see an array of different courses going on. Everything from stock, soups, and sauces to international cuisine, and that gets into all the products from all around the world.
An accredited university with programs including culinary arts, hospitality, technology, health sciences, and business. Johnson & Wales has schools in Providence, Rhode Island, Charlotte, North Carolina, Denver, Colorado, and North Miami, Florida. The school teaches cooking, but it also teaches so much more.
If you want to be a sous chef, you can be the best sous chef ever. If you want to be a pastry chef, obviously you're going to learn the techniques that you need to be a world-renowned pastry chef. You could be a private chef for a rock star, you could be a corporate chef for a major corporation, or you could learn how to operate your own restaurant like I did.
Being able to cook isn't all there is to running a successful restaurant.
Johnson & Wales has that one class that I used to hate, but it's the most valuable class ever, and that's menu planning, because that will show you how to make a cost-effective menu.
Something else that is unique about the school is its edible gardens.
Well, when we opened 21 years ago here, we started implementing within our landscape some of the edible components with the coconut palms, with tamarind trees, with date palms, And over the years, we've been adding to, and over the last 2 to 3 years, we've really incorporated a lot of more species into the landscape.
It's all about farm to table freshness.
And I think the school did a phenomenal thing by doing this garden. It's been also quite interesting because we got a global diversity of tropical plants in here, edibles, fruits in particular. So it was fascinating to see some of the things like chocolate. It's something that is very rarely grown in South Florida, let alone in a disturbed urban soil.
We started our garden here in school, and a few weekends ago we planted tomatoes, and I actually, with tomatoes and peppers, we went through, I took out the seeds, dried them out, and then a few weekends ago we planted them. We planted radishes, corn, and they just started sprouting. I water them every day.
And for 7 seasons, students have had a chance to volunteer at an organic farm.
They set up the tables, they interact with the chefs, they serve the hors d'oeuvres, they bus the tables, they interact with the customers. And it's just been this wonderful relationship that's been ongoing, and I feel like we couldn't do the dinners without them now.
And they learn about extraordinary produce.
This is our baby greens, this is our salad mix, and this is, we call it our baby brassica blend. It's mizuna, arugula, several different kinds of mustard, red Russian kale.
And they also learn about incredible edible flowers. Back at school, they try the same type of thing. It's all about teaching farm to table freshness.
We try to teach the students that if you were preparing something, it shouldn't come out of a package. It should be picked up from the garden and try to give the freshest product possible.
For Emily, it's baking and pastry that tapped into her creative spirit.
You can take a week or 2 to do this magnificent cake and just go all out with it, and it's crazy and artistic and intricate.
When you do the strudel dough, it's essential to get this good in development.
I thought that baking and pastry would give me a really fantastic creative outlet while still supplying me with a stable job that I earned, a steady income from.
For Ruben, it was service, the front of the house that he wanted to learn.
Most people think about culinary arts and they thought about the cooking. We have some other classes. We have a meat lab class where butchery is learned. We have front of the house classes, which personally is my favorite.
And when they finish, you can tell the students are prepared for just about anything. And they loved the experience.
For me, it's been one hell of a ride. It's been great.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Trending Today. For more information on the companies and products seen in our show, log on to electricproductions.com. And from all of us, bon appetit. We'll see you next time on Trending Today.